Howdy, y'all. It's me, Ben Franklin. Okay. Now, those very few people who have clicked on this video will be wondering who I am. Well, here are all the questions that will be answered. It all started on that dreadful day in which me and my twin brother were birthed. What? I have a twin? Yes, and I've had one for 15 years. Wow. So yeah, it's a little funky, but we were born 6 hours apart. Yes, 6 hours, exactly 6. That demon of a brother was born at 2:58 in the morning, and then me, not really wanting to come out, arrived 6 hours later at a nice 8:58 in the morning. I mean, what a wake-up call, am I right? This man kicked me in the head like 20 billion times. Like, who decided for that to happen? We've got it all sorted out now, and I'm officially the bestest troublemaker/ringleader for our cult. After a hectic 5 years, we began elementary school. Wow, what a revelation! It literally sucked so bad. There were 2 other sets of twins in our grade, and it was wonderful. We were the bestest of buds. We attended the Spanish immersion program school where half of our classes were in Spanish. But if I'm being real, all of our Spanish teachers spoke English for most of the time. Ha! Exposed! In elementary school, we had a great time playing Pookies and Penguins. Based off of Club Penguin, it was basically tag, but our friend group got into many an argument over it. It was great. Wonderful days. Of course, we were rebels. I soon became the ringleader of our nerd herd as well. Oh boy! Extortion of the teachers? Here we come! Not actually. I was actually a goody two-shoes. I was too good for extortion, but I did take the occasional piece of candy from my professors. Chapter 2. Middle School. Oh boy, everybody's wonderfulest years. This is when it really began to suck for me. I entered middle school with this desperate feeling that I needed to be popular. This meant that I had to lose my real personality and become a basic beach. Of course, I didn't want to, but in order to not get harassed, I had to join a basic clique. Anyways, it was at this point that I discovered cross country and track and field. I ran cross country for only 1 year, but I ran track for 2 years. Cross country was nice, but running 2 miles wasn't exactly my cup of tea. For my track years, I ran the 800, the 4x8, the mile, and got forced into the 2 mile. I actually won the team player award because since no one else wanted to run the 2 mile, I got forced into it. My 7th grade year, I decided to go full savage mode. I got detention, not a lot, but just to annoy my health teacher. We both hated each other so much that I purposefully got detention just to be with her to annoy her. Yeah, that's right, Mrs. Ratcliffe. At this time, my grades were slipping, so my parents decided to intervene. You know what they chose? No, not restricting socializing, not taking away my phone. I didn't even have one at the time. They made me wear dresses every day to school. Like, bruh. To be honest, it really sucked, but it brought me to bring my grades up, so whatever works. Over the summer of my 7th grade year, Walt joined a year-round swim team. It was with a lot of my summer swim homies, and so I eventually joined as well during my 8th grade year. In 8th grade, the same thing happened where I had to wear dresses, but I got used to it and brought my grades up. For spring break, we went to Costa Rica because I was still going to a Spanish immersion program, middle school, so we got to use our Spanish. I ended up getting sick and throwing up basically the whole time, but it was still pretty fun. It was 8th grade that I quit track and field because I couldn't balance year-round swim and track, so I left track. We won state my 7th grade year for the 4x8 relay, so that was pretty cool, and I wasn't about to sweat in that 90-degree heat again for 12 hours. Chapter 3. High School. Oh boy, high school! My freshman year, I transferred from a Spanish immersion program school to an IB school, or International Baccalaureate, where I literally died. The amount of work wasn't terrible, but I didn't know anyone. Since this was a new school and everybody else already knew each other, it was really hard to make friends. It was actually really, really difficult. I started committing more to year-round swim and joined the high school swim team, where I actually made it to regionals. Of course, there was literally no one on our team, so we just made it easily, but still. Nothing interesting really happened my freshman year, so we'll just skip that to where I am now. As a sophomore in an International Baccalaureate program, the work is kind of ramping up, but it's still doable. I made the regional team again, so that was pretty fun, but our state swim meet for year-round swim got canceled due to coronavirus. Like, come on, honey. That one guy ate a bat, and now we're doing online school, not swimming, and not even able to see our homies. But yeah, I'm still thriving and making content, so that's cool. Hope y'all enjoyed this video, and we finally reached 10 subscribers, so I might, just maybe, do a 10 subscriber special, but you'll have to ask politely. Anyways, thanks for watching, and please leave a comment about what I should do next.